fucking woke me up at like 6 a.m., so I haven't been able to concentrate on anything.
Hell no.
But I have some stuff as usual. But, yes, for the last 3 or 4 sessions, you guys have been on a long quest line. Well, the separate quest line where you went into Runeheim and you found out that, not everything is going that well.
No.
But you managed to find Logan Wood, your old quest giver. And he was dead, and you managed to resurrect him.
The fuck did I miss last week?
Yeah, you missed a lot. How's he doing with his resurrection, by the way?
I mean, he's alive.
Like, are we gonna have to start attaching strings to him to like make him like a marionette?
Maybe.
Have to? No. One? Let's see.
Yeah.
And if you guys recall, now you don't have too much going on. There is the concern of that you managed to find both the Priest of Lyra and the Priest of Saloon, and if you guys recall, both of them are kind of high suspects. For what was going on in that meeting that you guys were at.
Where did we end off? Did we end off somewhere where we took a long rest, or?
I believe you left off where you took Logan Wood to safety somewhere.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I think where we left off as well. I don't remember if we rested after that.
Well, it's safe to, and I'm sorry if I'm interrupting. It's safe to assume that we rested after that, guys, or no?
I would like to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some of you did take a little bit of a beating. Some of you almost died again.
I got a scratch or two.
It hurt.
I'm perfectly fine.
Physically, yes.
Mentally, no.
But can we take a short rest? Like, how much time did we spend in there?
Is he going to let us keep that stuff from the armory?
Well, we're not done yet.
If you recall, I believe where we left off, you left the portal and you're like on the other side. Like, I believe we left off here.
Okay.
Yeah, there should be some people guarding it, I think. If I remember right.
Yeah, this is where we left off.
Yeah. And the priest of Paler came in and healed up Logan Wood and...
Is this it? I thought it was the one where the eye was floating and we snuck in and we kept going back and forth until...
We rested on the other side in that room. In that room, so we could explore it further.
Okay.
Yeah, well, there was not too much into that room. You explored that last time.
Oh, okay, so we killed everything in that area.
We can go back and explore some more.
And yes, the thing, I accidentally deleted that
You deleted it! Oh, okay.
I still have this bridge here, but I accidentally...
it was after the bridge.
Oops.
Yeah, but it was only that prison room, if you recall. There was not too much else going on in there. You guys did loot the, like, stuff that was there.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't find out who that room belonged to, or did it belong to the demon?
Well, far as you know, you found a journal that was
Just the saying he likes pain.
For like a head torturer, and he was quite indeed in love with making others suffer.
Rescued some prisoners as well.
And and then you pretty much left. Which left you with the decision that now you can close down the portal if you want.
Well, nothing else is gonna come out of there, and all those dead all those people who were hanging like by the bridge, they're all burnt, right? We killed them all.
Yeah,
we
I believe so. I believe that was your plan, to kill them all, confirm that they're all dead, and then jump out of the portal and close it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I believe you might have dispel magic or something like that.
I mean, it would be kind of cool to use this portal for ourselves, but
not considering the portal that can come out in the king's basement. I don't think.
Yeah,
it is Satan's sphincter, right? So
yeah.
I guess we can destroy it.
Like, I mean, eventually somebody on our team could learn to create portals ourselves.
Holler can already do that.
Sorry, what's that?
Not permanent. Well, I can make permanent teleportation circles.
Teleportation circles are
How
pretty
about
cool.
disassemble it, dispel it, and then disassemble it, and then maybe learn how and try to put it back together again without the magic, so we learn the physical construction aspect of it as well.
It's probably just nothing physically.
Yeah, if you're gonna might want to do that. If you dispel it, that's it.
It would be nice to have a house on an island. And the only way to get there is to teleport.
I agree, but I want a beach, and I don't want lava. I want ocean.
Guys, I think we definitely should get ourselves a stronghold, because I recently picked up a few spells that could be really cool to fortify our stronghold.
Well, that's cool. We need to get a portal to a demi-plane or something.
I don't know. I think you guys should jump into that lava.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah. With my AC, if I jump into that lava, the lava jumps out.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, can't do any damage here. Might as well leave.
That's right.
Roll to hit to see if you kill the lava.
That's right.
As the old me used to say, the lava is filled with lava.
Nice.
Don't forget the lava behind the wooden door.
Alright, so where do we go from here? I guess we'll just go back to the city then.
Alright.
Once that thing's gotten rid of.
Yeah, once we disenchant this thing.
You cast Dispel Magic on it, or if you don't have it, I guess one of the priests cast it on it.
Yeah, I don't think I can use to disenchant its explosion.
You go
Can I just say that your priest you guys have sucks ass and doesn't have any spells you guys need? Who is this cleric of yours?
Didn't our cleric learn some new spells?
So you go through
He did not.
you go through the little meeting hall, and you travel to the Moon Gate, and you come out on the other hand in Runheim.
So both priests are at the city now.
Yeah, somewhere in the city.
We left Priest of Liera tied up, right? When we gave him to them, she was tied up.
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
And the priest of Saloon, he was
Prisoner.
He was prisoner. Okay.
Presumably they've been interrogated by now, so we should go and find out what they've found out.
That is true.
What the fuck is Jazz doing on this map? I was looking through my map and all of a sudden I just find Ash on a random fucking map.
I get around.
Apparently so. Sure. You go to the. Well, where do you wanna go? To the king?
Actually, let's. Should we go straight to the king? Should we rest up and then go to the king? That way, it'll give them time to interrogate and get all the information. Or
Well, we got at a level 11. The cleric gets word of recall. That's a good spell for a sanctuary. Sorry to.
Who dies? What?
At level 11, you get the spell I just put in the chat in the Roll20 chat.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet spell.
That's one of my favourite cleric spells. So handy.
Anyways, we should probably go to the king and tell him what's up first. Then we can long rest, and then we can find out what they found out to get interrogation.
You know,
okay.
I'll move the NPCs over here who's not active at this moment. You travel to the king and you kind of notice that there's a air of like a panic going on in the city. People seem more worried than they normally would seem.
I ask around, what's going on? Why does everybody seem on edge?
They seem to tell of Tempire's troops approaching the border.
Oh,
And
shit.
they're little worried that an aura of darkness seems to following them.
Okay, guys. I think it's time to look at some other scenery.
Perhaps. Or we could assist in defense. I've recently come into a few spells that could fortify a castle. Remarkable.
I mean,
so.
I'm sure a few walls of fire would also help.
Cool, I'm certain. Now, if given the equipment and the funds necessary, we could do amazing things.
You imagine if we become the saviors of this city? But how many troops? Like we'll have to go to the king and get all the information, because we're not gonna fight 1,000,000 people.
But you go into there. I even got us a little map for this.
Ooh, a lion.
Yes.
I feel a slight bit jealous of the stone lions.
You know, I could have actually gotten a spell upon leveling up that allowed me to animate those.
That's okay. I have a real lion. His name's Bubbles.
I quickly run to the throne, and by sitting on it, I am now the king.
And the 20 paladins kill you instantly.
So, could somebody update me on what the hell happened before the encounter last week?
I don't
Because
remember.
I was there for the encounter, but nothing before that.
Nothing much really. Before
Practically, we just went through a tell. That we went through the portal, found Logan Wood, saved his ass, gave him back to the priest to help him revive him. And we found someone else too.
Yeah, we also
What?
time traveled and shot JFK.
I mean, that's
Yes.
What the hell did Logan Wood do in the... hell?
You found him dead. Being in the progress of being attempted to be transformed into one of the soldiers of the Blight.
See.
In
Guess that's
fact,
where they ended.
that was the whole. Hold on, let me show you this map. This is what they saw when they came after the portal. Like, there were these like hanging rocks with the adventurers that was at the battle against the like big battle against the Blight. It seemed that they were captured and killed, and it seems that they were like cursed with the Blight and were slowly turning into like creatures, like dark creatures. And Logan Wood happened to be one of them. And you noticed that he was endlessly tortured, as you saw that he was killed and resurrected 3 times.
Alrighty then. Your Majesty, we have returned victorious, and with great news. The head fighter of the Free States of Velenar, the former Free States of Velenar, that is, Logan Wood, has been recovered and revived.
Oh, so, well, I heard, but also slight correction. He's the head warrior of the Empire.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he's the
I
head.
thought Logan Wood was from the Free States.
No, he's the Empire's head warrior. Because if you recall, at the very start, that was the entire point, that he was in control of the army.
Yeah, but I thought that was the army of Velenar,
No.
because they were fighting in Velenar.
No. The thing was, there was a call to fight the Blight, and the Empire answered the call and started to hire adventurers. And the man got in charge of those adventurers was Logan Wood, the head warrior of the Empire.
See.
And which is kind of like the whole thing that the Empire stabbed him in the back.
I just figured the Empire was stabbing the entire Free States of Velenar in the back.
Well, that too! But
Your
yes,
Majesty,
I heard.
we've heard troubling news on our way. The Empire is moving on your borders.
Yes, our scouts have informed us that a huge group of soldiers is starting to gather up and mobilize towards us.
What about the Blight?
It seems that your report was quite correct, that the Blight is assisting them.
That is dire news indeed.
Some regions of the Empire still resist, but nobody denies the call of the Emperor.
May I ask, where do you plan to repel their attack?
Well, we have always fought against the Empire, and so far we have always fought them into a stalemate at the Siege Mountain. Over the past 1,000 years that we have fought against them. Well, not all the time, obviously, but it has been a stalemate in the mountains.
Alright, history check. I assume at some point someone was smart enough to actually raise a fortress in there.
Sure. You have heard something of the sort.
Majesty, there is a defensive fortress there, is there not?
Yes. We call it the Sky Fortress.
There is
Among many other outposts. but the Sky Fortress is our main defense on the border. Aside some slightly walled
Then, if my
areas.
friends are willing, we may be able to assist in defending it. If you give us the right, well, supplies and incentive.
Fair.
For myself, we would require a powdered diamond, and I'm afraid quite a lot of incense, even more, and some herbs and oil for what I have.
Of course, you may use our...
Again, this is contingent on my friends agreeing. And he looks back to the
Heck.
others.
You succeeded going in through that portal and managing to succeed in your mission, so you should at least get some kind of a reward.
Look at the others. Would you be willing?
I'm not against it.
Of course, we do not expect the attack to happen anytime soon.
That is good, because I will require time to prepare. These
And then-
fortresses would not happen to have a teleportation circle?
No, unfortunately not.
Fortunate. We shall have to travel on foot then, assuming Ash and Negus and Lipo also agree.
There will be always men who find their way through the mountains, but the Sky Fortress is the main route.
A few men do not make an army. I assume the Sky Fortress blocks the main pass.
Indeed.
Well,
There are
As for our
3
reward-
paths that take you into the Sky Fortress.
Okay. I'm sure we could set up traps with stone meld on the way.
Other than that, I guess the
I
enemy
guess-
would have to fly.
I do believe we should talk about our reward then.
Of course.
I was thinking that as a reward for the defense of kingdom, making us landed nobility be appropriate.
Oh, God, you want to be nobility? I got something much more practical in mind.
Well, I might not be able to make you nobility, but I can make you a knight, which will let you become a nobility later on.
Does knighthood come with a castle and lands?
This knight had come with
Not
magic.
quite.
Not my question.
As you know, I'm only the main figure in charge here in these lands. I
But-
cannot outright promote anybody of common birth to nobility.
But surely you can grant lands, can you not? Lands the crown owns.
Yes, that might be a possibility.
Then I believe that should be our book.
That with the knighthood?
If you wish to establish your home here at the 5 Sunsets, that would be quite wonderful.
That is what I had in.
Darkhand is not thrilled about this.
You're not Darkhand? What's up? Why not?
A, I'm not from this plane. I have every intention of going home. So I'm not sure it's a good idea for me. I have unfinished business to attend to.
In addition, you should know of this at least. If you happen to go through the Empire and you think you're safe, I would like you to take a look at these. And he, one of his assistants brings you, sheets of paper. You take a look at its wanted poster of every single one of you with a reward of 10,000 gold.
Is that
Then,
all?
Really? We're famous.
I am
Can I have-
insulted. This is far too little for me.
This is
Oh, you want my autograph? How sweet! I'll gladly
Can
sign it for
can
you.
Can I keep one
So-
of these? I'll put it behind in my room at the castle.
This is where I go around the room counting my allies. 10, 20, 30.
I'm going to do what I
If you
want.
think about it, you would not succeed.
Out of character, I remember once I had a party at the son of an MP, member of parliament, and I want to do with that wanted poster what I saw that guy done in his bathroom. You know the electoral return that puts, that numbers the votes and puts them as MPs. He put it in his toilet.
no, hold on. I got Zambellini's wanted poster right here in the Discord.
I want to put mine in the toilet when I get home.
Beautiful.
So,
I'm so handsome.
Wait, does it say dead or alive?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I don't want to die.
who is authorizing these posters?
The Emperor.
They
no doubt.
come from the Empire side.
Well, let's go. I want to go to the Empire.
Why?
Because I want to go where I'm famous, and I'm kind of annoyed by who's putting my picture up.
We should put all these on like the fireplace of our new castle.
Of course.
Or
your
we should put our new castle in the Empire.
That's a great idea. I love that idea.
Do you have a specific plan on how to achieve this?
Well, if we could sneak you into the king's bedroom and you could make a teleportation circle under his bed, and then we could all jump in there at night and just kill him.
Permanent teleportation circles require me to cast a spell once a day for an entire year.
Oh. Well, we gotta figure something out. You telling me all of us together can't assassinate one person?
It depends how
That
strong
would
he
be
is.
unwise,
What's
considering
that?
you would be allying with the Light, who are not the most rational of people.
I don't
And
care. I
we've
don't
been
like people
killing them
making
left
posters.
and right without mercy.
If you get me close to him, I can have a fair shot at it, and you equip me with enough poisons.
So here's what we'll do: we'll tape you, we'll glue you to the back of my armor, and then I'll just walk forward through the entire army as they're missing me, and I'll drop you off at the king.
Ring of
I'm gonna say
invisibility,
hard pass.
ring of haste, lots of poison, get me close, and he won't be feeling very well.
And you're both invisible.
No, I intend to use melee weapons on him.
Listen, this man. Sorry, who's the name of the guy that's authorizing these posters again?
It's the Emperor.
It's that asshole.
Arthur Gaz.
Okay. Well, this out of gas guy, he's setting a bad example for the Empire. He is allying with the wrong side, and he's giving other leaders the idea that they can do that too, which is like when you have one soldier get up and run in fear from the enemy, a bunch of other soldiers are going to get up and run from the enemy. We have to put an end to this allying with the Blight right now.
You want to assassinate the Emperor,
Yes.
in seat of power.
Yes. I don't want to stand up against his whole army face to face, but yeah, I want to go in there and take him out. You telling me our combined powers we couldn't sneak into his establishment, his home?
Yes, that is precisely what I am telling you.
I don't know. What do you think, Grim?
We can, but not yet. We would have to level up a
Okay.
little bit.
What is leveling up?
He's talking about becoming our better selves.
I will tell you
Okay.
this right now. If there has been, in the entire history of the Empire, a mage even half as wise beautiful and talented as myself, then we will die long before we reach the end.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Now, this is of course a very hypothetical scenario. After all, someone half as wise, beautiful, and talented as myself. I am not sure the entire history of the Empire could produce such a person.
What if we make posters for the Emperor saying 100 gold, dead or alive? I mean, that's got to be an insult.
My name is Zambolini, and I approve of this message.
Okay, I've been derailing our main questline long enough. Let's go to the Sky Castle.
I mean, it's up to you. At this moment, what do you guys want to do? You gotta
I'll go shopping.
Free time.
I want to go shopping. We have a shit ton of money.
I mean, it's up to you if you wanna try and go and sneak into one of the most powerful lands in this entire universe and try to assassinate the most powerful man in the entire land.
Yes,
Okay,
we're gonna soon, but not yet.
Okay, I have a better solution.
Doing.
You just want to
one
kill
of-
us, Marcus.
Let's find one of his relatives that happens to be traveling or on vacation or going out and about. Let's kill his
blind.
relative. What's that?
He's blinded, he's not going to give a fuck.
We gotta be able to destroy something he cares about, though.
I think we should talk to Logan first. See if he's got anything for us. He should be on the mend now.
You know what we could destroy, what he cares about? His army.
Which you have done a pretty good job of so far. I mean,
Lo que vamos a hacer, Dylan, es yo te voy a poner el Xbox en la sala. Y voy a poner a Sebastián en el cuarto con la puertecita viendo Masha.
I
Con la
know.
puerta abierta.
He's
Sí,
speaking
no,
nonsense. He's becoming
No, I-
infected with the blight.
I believe that's
Oh, my bad. I thought that was
undercommon.
on mute.
I think he's speaking undercommon.
Yeah, I was speaking undercommon with my stepson. I'm on my way back home from dropping off my wife at work.
You know that funny looking orb we destroyed?
I got a what?
That funny looking orb with all runes, the black glowing big ball of stone thingy we took the impressions of the runes off.
Oh, yes. I forgot about
That's
that.
related to the Blight. Now, I have two possible things we could do before we rush in and try and play all stabby with the Emperor. One, Logan is on the mend. We can see if we can get anything out of him. Two, show the runes to archivists, historians, and mages and see if we can do anything with them about disrupting or destroying the Blight.
The mages are all already looking at it.
Yeah, I remember you gave it into the Pale Tower,
Yeah.
and they told you that it was like an e-book, but you shattered the screen, so it's impossible to read at this point completely.
Logan, then.
But
I want more
that's a really good idea, though.
I mean, they still have the scroll, which, you know, they're supposed to look
Exactly.
at and let us.
Indeed.
And we could take that back and attach it to Ash's armor and make him a new beholder.
Oh yeah, I could be
But,
older.
You, with your goodbyes to the king, and you head over to the infirmary, where you see Logan Wood in one of the beds, strapped on for a little filled with pain medication. Oh no! What is that? No! Stop it!
My aura is just so amazing that it.
Calm yourself, Mr. It is only I, the great Zambolini.
But you head in and you see him there sitting, and you catch him eating a little bit of a lunch. And he looks upon you and he's like, "Oh, God, you guys."
No need to sound so great or happy to see us.
He's so happy to see us. We're the
Jake.
settlers.
Well, what's up?
How are you feeling?
I feel like I have woken up
Like you
for
got
the
stabbed in
first
the back?
time ever in 10 years.
Yeah, we tried to warn you about the Emperor, but you didn't want to listen.
I trusted the Emperor with my life. I swore my life for his.
I don't think you'll be making that mistake again. Anyway,
No, I won't. I don't think I'll ever properly do anything again.
there is one thing you could do. In fact, it would be very valuable. What do you know of the Emperor's plans?
The Emperor has been always wanting more land for the humans, expanding our territory. I never appreciated his methods of doing it. He always has wanted more. Ever since I knew him, well, that's
And
his
speaking about
main
knowing
goal.
him, how long have you known him?
For about 30 years that I have talked to his advisors.
And has he ever changed? Has he always been the same person? Like, has always been the same emperor, or?
Far as I know, he is the longest living emperor that we have had. And he's always been the same according to the stories.
Because he's the Blight. Yeah, there's a reason for that. He's all evil.
He's all of the.
It's always been a little mysterious, the lineage of our great emperor, but what I know of the man.
So, let me get this straight. He's the emperor of the human-only empire, right?
Yes,
And the dude's not even human.
far as I knew always, he was human.
Define human? Maybe our definition.
Well, to be honest, I never truly met him. I always talked with an advisor or a man who would give his message.
Okay. That explains.
But I know this. He's a heck of a lot more powerful than I ever was. He comes from a long lineage of powerful emperors who all conduct magic as it was their nature.
I think it's just one emperor throughout history, from what I've read. The little bit that I got from a scroll that I found.
I would be curious to read that scroll one day.
You'll go blind, but good luck.
Did you have anything else for me, or did you just happen to pop in and say hi?
Any information you know about his plans, where he's going, what his next move is, what you learn from
assuming that he has aligned with the Blight, he would come after the 5 sunsets first. the Five Sunsets and the Empire has always had trouble between the countries. They will probably leave 3 states of Valinor in a state of confusion.
Well, you're not really wrong. For the Empire is marching thieves.
And finally, I would assume that they will go after the Kingdom of the Five. And far as I know, the Emperor was always curious about something in the north. Almost like he had a longing for it.
Well, up north, that's where the barbarians live, right? It's not.
He
just
was
like,
talking something of an old friend of some sort.
God damn it. Love to make it complicated.
But that's all I know. But yes, I believe he was always talking about Frozen North. Where the last previous blight was.
Do you know of any weaknesses he might have?
Well, far as I can tell, no.
Like something he doesn't like? Anything just to throw him off?
Maybe his ego.
Well, we
I
have
never known such a selfish man. But since I never have even sparred or laid my hands on him, I cannot say.
So you weren't being tortured or interrogated by the Emperor?
No, it was. You might have fought him in the room. He was this big-looking devil.
Oh yeah, he wasn't much of a challenge.
Sugar the Torturer, I believe he was called.
Yeah, Mr. Paperweight.
You would be surprised how effective that devil was when you were risen from the dead just recently.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that would suck. Imagine going to hell, coming back, and then seeing hell again. That sucks.
I'm afraid I'm no more help for you.
Yeah, but you've been plenty useful. You've been awesome. I don't have any more questions unless Zambellini can think of anything. Or Darkhand.
I don't think there's really much more. How does the blight spread through his forces?
The Blight, far as I know, the Blight has a horde of what seem to be undead working for him. Each killed creature is infected somehow. I saw them injecting us with some kind of black ooze. I can still feel it in my blood. I could tell that it was part necromancy magic.
Well, then as one who has survived the touch of the light, you should remember 3 tenets who shall support the future. Peace, vigilance. In war, victory. Death, sacrifice.
You were breaking up way too much. I couldn't understand what you were saying, Zambellini.
I literally just quoted the creed of the Grey Wardens to him.
Okay.
I mean, he is basically a Grey Warden now, right?
Not exactly. It doesn't exactly do what you think. if you do that, infect it that way. But the reason why you could revive him fully was the infection was not was on the early stages. Which, if you look at his body, you can still like see these like kind of like black spots, almost like bruises.
Alrighty then. So does anyone else need something from Logan?
I can't think of anything else. Did you see anything of the Emperor's palace or where he stays?
Of course, I have always seen the great capital.
No, I'm thinking of where the building where the Emperor actually lives and his routine.
It is always known that he looks upon the Empire from his court city palace.
Right. The rooms he uses most frequently.
Unless he is on the field.
I'm thinking of where he lives. The rooms he uses most frequently in the palace. Do you have a... Could you draw
Probably
a map?
his own palace room.
Have you ever been there?
No.
Shit.
Not even I have been allowed to go deep within the palace.
Oh! Could you draw a map of where you've been in the palace?
Of course. I can draw
Please
up
do.
the map far as his main my old quarters.
Please do. I would love to see that.
That is the one thing that I still remember as the head warrior. I know the number of the forces. I know every weakness of the court city, in and out.
Okay, if we get you some scribes, can you compare the map, details of the fortress and the forces and the weaknesses?
Of course.
Excellent. I'll get you some scribes to make sure we do that and copy the king.
Well, at least what I can remember at this point.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'm going to go see the king and explain and get some scribes and send them to Logan.
Yeah, I don't think we need to do that like in character. You just go in there and say, hey, can we get some scribes?
Yeah, I'd like at least 2 scribes here, preferably 3.
And you see some scribes come with like plank books and some oil and some quills.
I'll explain what I want them to do.
Yeah.
Logan here is going to relate all the Emperor's forces, weaknesses, maps of the palace, everything. I want everything taken down, detailed, notes on locations. Yeah, all the information he can provide. 1 copy for the king and his advisors, and a copy for us. Okay? How long will that take?
It's gonna take a little while.
That's fine.
But it will take like in total, because he's kind of still injured, it's gonna probably take him a few days.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, well, while he does that, we can take care of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Because we won't be using that map for.
Where's the bomb bloke? I want to get some web bombs and some more of the other.
Well, you already have a couple of sticky bombs.
I'm just thinking. These winged boots, yeah. If it came to the situation where we're having to engage armies or whatever, maybe we can all play dive bomber with lots of these explosive things. Take out his mages and his healers, or necromancers, whatever. Worth a bet. If not, they'll be extremely useful when we're getting out of the palace after we killed it.
And you find the like thief shop, and you go in, and it's like he looks upon you, and he's sort of like horrified because last time you sold bought his entire stock.
Is this the head of the guild or just the guy who sells the bombs?
It's just like a just a guy. It's just
Okay.
like this dark shop that you go in, and it's called like.
Greetings. I would like to buy more of your stock. Before I do that, I'd like to have a chat with the guildmaster, please, because there's some things that he needs to know.
Oh, you wanna talk with the guildmaster? But all right. I believe yes. I seem to recall you. I believe that's possible.
It's regarding the safety of the city.
Of course. And in terms of my stock, I unfortunately haven't managed to restock too much.
That's fine. That's fine. My business with the guildmaster will probably take time anyway, so you take your time. Build it
I
up.
do have like this acid bomb here, but it's little experimental.
Is it, by God? How much?
Let's say 50 gold, and it's yours.
Alright, done.
It does a nice little blast of acid.
Perfect.
I imagine you could throw it around 30 feet away.
That's fine. Yeah. Acid bomb.
And let's say that it's a burst at 10. And let's say the damage is 46. And the enemies will lose 1 AC until the end of your next turn. So not the best thing, but it's alright. But after that, you go and hang out for a little while till you get a message that like the guildmaster wants to see you at the Red Tail Inn.
Okay.
Do I happen to have any more inn maps? Right here. Oh well, we don't need it. You go in and you come into this inn that has quite an interesting red mood lighting. It more resembles a bordello than an inn. And,
This is precisely my kind of place.
And you see that the decorations are like red velvet. You see like a little bit of strobe lighting on the corner. You see that the servants here are a little, let's say, barely dressed.
That's fine.
There's no children.
It's the red light district.
Yeah, pretty much.
Red light district.
And you go between into this like behind like this red velvet curtain, and you walk in like this like a magic bubble that is supposed to like quiet down any conversation within the bubble. And you wait there till like this halfling comes up to you and he's like, "So you called for me?"
Yes.
What good old Lucky can do for you?
Well, certain information to share, possible commission for Guild of Death.
Yeah, the Guild of Death, that is quite a high
You go somewhere private.
commission. Well, if that's what you want, where do you want to go?
Well, you know the city better.
Well, I know a place. We can walk over here and we should be fine.
Okay.
And he brings you like into the basement, which is even more secure.
Yeah.
And we should be even more private here.
Okay. I take it you've heard about the business with light.
Indeed, they're quite bad for business, if you would imagine.
Yeah. What do you know of the Emperor?
Old blimey bloke.
Right, okay.
Don't know that much. I heard that he's quite a big fellow.
Yeah. Big, nasty, eager to conquer territory. Very large army. Like that.
Yeah, don't need to tell me. I saw the last war.
Yeah, he's probably going to go to war again, isn't he?
Yeah, I heard the nasty rumors about the troops coming across our borders.
Right, okay. There's one thing you haven't been made aware of. The Emperor has allied himself with the Blight.
And you're gonna hear like a pin drop. As he drops his toothpick.
With the assistance of the Blight. Now, in light of that information, I think that's going to be a hell of a lot worse than just a bit bad for business, would you say?
Yeah, no. That, last time, well, all that the Blight needed was the Blight to end all of humanity, far as I can tell.
Now they've got an Emperor with a huge army allied.
But now if they have a whole country with them, yeah, I can see that,
Not much business in a city full of blighted undead, would you agree?
Yeah, no.
So, all I can say is I don't have the authority of the king to do this. I just want to posit to you as an idea, basically, that your guild and the Guild of Death, it might be in your best interest to help our effort. There are two possible ways we're looking at. One is assassinate the Emperor, yeah. The other plan is to engage the army in the field. I just had an idea where the guy who makes your bombs, what he actually produces, together with any other assets you might bring to the party, might be extremely useful in both of those plans.
Of
Great.
course. We are always short on supplies though, so I don't know how much we can craft. It's never gonna be a proper replacement for, let's say, catapult or a trebuchet.
True. I've got my own means of delivery though, which is why I bought so many.
But of course, we'll do anything that we can. But far as the assassination goes, every man that I have known that who have tried it never have even gotten past the gate. There was this one man though. I believe his name was Devil Hunter something. Can't recall his name off the top of my head.
Was it Dante?
Was it Dante?
No. You might have heard of him. He's quite a famous bloke. He used to, a couple of years back, go into the Hell Plane and humans.
Oh, very interesting. I'll ask around.
Was it Dante?
Did he try as well?
No, for far as I know that he's retired somewhere.
Okay, I'll see if I can find out more. Any assistance you can offer would be appreciated. Yeah? And
Of course.
the king might be able to offer something to the guild in return for that, although I can't promise anything. I will bring your goodwill to his attention, and let's see if we wishes to negotiate through.
Yes, Lucky gets paid. Everybody gets paid.
Exactly. If we all come out of this alive, Maybe we can all get something
You
out.
would be surprised what kind of connections I know for mercenaries to pirates to thieves.
Okay. We can do lots of things to the Emperor. Disrupt his supply lines, attack his parties, his palace. Lots and lots of nasty things to make his life unpleasant. Ultimately, the objective will be to kill him, of course.
Well, if you really wanted to bother him, you should go and ask the Northern Viking if they're interested in. They're the most ruthless folks that I've seen.
Really? Have you got a connection for them?
Oh, hell no. Last time that I tried, they killed my contact. Sent me the head in a box. That was quite nice. Including with the 10 cards that my advisor had.
Can you indicate to me what route they took to contact them? Where?
They used and he tells you like a sea route. And they met at like the northern waste somewhere. And he tells you the more of an exact location.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. I might have an idea of where that. Maybe we can set them at each other's throats without them knowing we did it. Might be interesting.
Now, if you don't have anything else, I have money to make.
Yeah, no problem, mate. Thank you very much for your help, and I hope the information was useful.
Sure.
Right, I'm going to leave. And then I want to go to the palace. And I might have a chat with the king.
Is anybody else doing anything at the same time?
I would like to pick up the supplies we need from the, well, whatever supply depots the king has.
Yeah, you go into the like herbalist or like and yeah, you go in there and ask for your stuff.
If they have enough on hand, I would like to fill an entire bag of holding with just diamond dust and incense.
If nobody else is really doing anything, you can at this moment. You can return.
Why diamond dust?
Like in terms of like, remember those magic items that I gave you guys? They are asking some of those in return. They will let you keep the Holy Avenger, obviously.
I will let them let me keep the Holy Avenger.
Because I believe that's what we came into the conclusion, that you can keep that thing.
They can have their ring back if they want it.
Or whatever else you guys had. I don't believe you guys had too much else.
Yeah, I had the ring. There was a sword. What else was it?
I don't remember.
Well, you can have the ring because I didn't really. I have too many spells.
Mm-hmm. It would be wonderful for like a bard.
Yeah. If Zambolini wants it, he can.
But in that, I guess we can focus still on the Dark Hand.
Hold on, one second. I was just looking at my cards. Can I take 1,000 gold from the pot, guys?
Dude, how much gold do we have in the pot?
I mean,
yeah.
Last session you got a quite a treasure load.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You got like 80 platinum last time.
I didn't add that to the bank, so.
And a lot of gold and a lot of gems.
So how many platinums we got last time? Because I didn't add that.
I believe it might be in roll 20. No, I found it. This is what you got last time.
Where is it? Is it in roll 20?
In Discord.
That's why. Okay. Alright. I'll add it.
I can add it into the roll 20 so you don't need to go back and forth.
Okay.
Alright, just subtract 1,000 from that thing so I can use it. I'm buying 200 worth diamonds.
Yeah, you go in and buy yourself a couple of diamonds.
Damage 150. Really?
No. That's Dungeon Master's Guide, page 150.
Oh, sorry.
Plus 2 ammunition
No,
is only plus 1 damage. Plus,
That's
I thought, yeah, we could drop the I could drop the Emperor.
awesome.
I mean, I pretty much know which enemy I'm gonna use for the Emperor, and it's gonna have a lot more health than that, but yes, that would hurt a fuck ton. It don't matter what kind of a monster I'm throwing at you. 150, it's a lot.
Oh, I also need a mirror.
Oh,
Somewhere. For like 5 gold piece, I don't care.
sure. You'll, I guess we can go back to Darkhand as he goes back into, I believe you said Kings? As he, the guards are like, what is he doing going back and forth?
Platinum is worth 100 gold.
I forget, is it 100 or is it 10? If you Google 5e currency, you'll get a chart.
Awesome, thank you.
Platinum? 100. I believe.
Platinum is worth 1,000 copper, 100 silver,
10 gold.
10 gold. Yep, so 10 gold. Alright. Oh, that's 8,000 gold.
Okay. So, what are you exactly wanting to do? Darkhand?
My
I don't know. Just wait for the supplies. I'm just thinking, what should we do?
Good question.
Do we hit his arm? Do we hit him?
Well, you guys, after a little while of shopping, you
I want
guys
to go back to that tower.
meet at like one of the inns.
I want to go back to the tower to see if they've done anything with the scroll that we left them. If not, then we can take it back.
Yeah, we need to do that first. We need to. How about as well when we go there, we could pick up some invisibility scrolls, like about a dozen, maybe.
If you want.
I did also
I'm just thinking-
okay Holler's thing for crafting scrolls.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that if we decide to... Every other person who's tried to hit him has tried to go over the wall or through the gate. We can go over them. You see my point? And if we weren't seen, we've got a head start. Once we look at the layout of that palace. So it's just an idea. It's an option, so we might want to pick. Worth a try.
I mean, yeah, it's an option, but the question is, are we strong enough to go against somebody who's been alive for 1,000 years and probably knows a shitload of everything? That's my concern. If we do that, like if we rush into trying to assassinate that dude.
If we rush in there, we're dead. That's just a fact. Like the shit I could do right now to within a year to fortify a castle, they had a millennium to do that. If they were even slightly smart, then we're going to basically combust the moment we step over that threshold.
I imagine what just was that little kid said was, "You're dead." But yeah, might be a bad idea.
Well, what other targets are there? What else can we do to stop?
Well,
I mean, first of all, we can destroy this army.
And there is that guy to the north.
and that's the wall if you wanna just time skip, or you can go on your own little adventure. I'm giving you an opportunity to be creative here.
I've got an idea. I've got another idea. How about we capture a few of these blight thingies in the colours, yeah?
I'm with
his
you
army
so
or
far.
one of his scouting parties. Hang on, wait, let me finish. And then, you know the place where the Northerners killed the envoys and the Thieves Guild? We drop them off there. And being blight lunatics and psychopaths, they'll just attack the Northerners. The Northerners will see the blight, the Northerners will see the Emperor's colours and put two and two together and not even know where.
Are the Northerners even united enough for that to matter?
Well, that's the one thing that you don't even need to roll me any kind of history check. You know that it's very tribe mentality.
So we're never getting more than one tribe on our side.
We'd have to do this more than once. That's not why then.
Unless we become kings of the north.
King of the North!
Just imagine we can unite all the tribes together. All that power we would have.
I mean, my name's not Snow, but it is Ash.
We'll
That's
make it
almost
burn.
as
I mean,
good.
always knew that you were a bastard.
Yeah, I've been a bastard after I was born, but still.
I mean, far as you know, you don't have a last name, so you could be Ash Snow.
Ash, no.
Yes, this is likely.
You need to stop. That is just cruel.
You're the Ash that likes ass.
To be honest, well, I don't want to be king. I just want to have my own church. I'll be happy.
Well, that's just
course.
it. I'll be a king. You can run the church. Zambolini can be a rock star. Darkhand, I don't know what you want to be.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
I don't really care about being king. I just want limited access to anything.
Sorry, unlimited access to what?
Whatever I want to do at that moment, and usually authorities like to get. So.
That's true.
I would also like to start an orphanage. For reasons.
No, you can't start an orphanage. You've been
You
kicked out
do
of the
not
country.
get to interact with small children. No. That is not a thing. No.
Listen.
Bad treatment.
It's gonna be a part of the church. And the nuns are gonna take care of them.
Oh, no.
Sure they are. You don't get to.
And I get nice visits to the children sometimes.
We're not letting you anywhere near the children. We're not even gonna set a church. Like, you imagine the scandal Kingdom would have every week.
If
Like,
Lipo ran a church?
If Lipo ran a church.
Bad Lipo. No.
Poor children.
Shame. Shame.
I still think the Morning Glory orphanage would be great, but I don't know what you're talking.
Oh my god.
That's what I would use my money for.
Oh well, you guys, after shopping for a long time, you guys meet up at the back. Back at the Stone Inn, or whatever the main inn was called. I don't remember. Because I don't think I never named it.
With all the incense and powdered diamond I now have, can we assume that I basically ignore the cost restriction of Cliff of Warding?
Sure.
Did we ever have ring storing with the spell in it to fuck the DM over? I mean, what?
I mean,
Did
I can
we-
put whatever spell you want in that.
How is
assuming-
our forest fire raging?
Let me see.
That's what we need to do. We need to burn a forest and then make a castle in the forest.
I
Burnt
mean,
forest.
Unfortunately,
That's going
that
to give
gives
a lot of
you
XP.
minus XP.
Minus karma points.
I don't like karma points anyway, so...
How much XP do we get for burning an army?
I mean, depends how much you actually kill and how do you execute it. You might get quite a bit.
Wait, if the blight goes into a forest and we burn down the forest,
Does anyone hear the sound?
What's
If there's no blight around to hear it, does it make a noise?
what I'm saying is I think I solved our army problem. I'm not joking. If we lead them into a forest, burn the forest down, they die, the forest dies, we get a shit ton of XP, we win.
Remind
Now
me, which
the
one has
karma
storage?
Lipo, you just won D&D.
Times like this, I'm really glad I'm.
Guys, remember me, which one of you has the Ring of Spell Storing?
I have it, but I was gonna either give it to you or give it back.
Oh no, you keep that, because I now have plans for that.
Oh, never mind. I'm keeping this.
And you're going to have a lot of fun with that.
It's just not a cock ring of spell storing. Just
I'm
remember
going to
that.
need you to give me your spell list.
Mine?
Yes.
Okay. It's a lot.
Focus on ones with a lot of damage and an area of effect. 3rd level and above.
Then it would be either explosion, which is fireball, or wall of. It melts meteors. Those are just tiny.
Did you say Wall of Fire?
Yeah.
Oh boy, we can work with these. All I'm going to say is that there's going to be a lot of burning darkspawn.
Hey, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall of fire.
I mean, we can make like a trap. Like whenever we go to that castle or wherever that fort to defend against the blight, we could make like trap fall ditches in front, like all around, and as soon as the blight fall into the trap, place a wall of fire, make it so that certain side of the wall, anything 10 feet there takes all that shitload of damage.
What
Shit
is this,
stalled
man?
me a bit.
All of a sudden, Neverwinter Nights 2, the final mission where they literally do that. Well, not exactly literally, but more or less.
I do have these incendiary, you know.
And I can do, let's see, I can cast one level 4 spell, and then I have the wand. I also have the wand of fireball, which gives me a fireball. And the staff, which gives me about 4 charge.
And if somebody puts invisibility on me, fly up above and just.
True.
Well, I'm just going to say, me and Beal are going to be very busy once we reach the fortress.
Do you want to get a ring of invisibility?
And
I really badly want one of those.
our cleric can do that grease trap thing. We can light the grease on fire.
Hey, what's the max level of your spell storage? Like, how many spell slots can you store? 5?
Up to a level 5. Yeah.
Perfect. You and me are going to be very busy once we reach the fortress.
Okay.
Wahaha.
It's funny how a few people read Glyph of Warding correctly, or fully.
But
You and
Okay,
me
so
are
what's
going
the
to
first
break
time?
an army.
the question is there anything you would like to do before that? I would say that you got like more or less like a week.
We're this tower. That has to be the first step. We have to get back that scroll.
How about do we have a clear idea of the army's line of march?
I mean, not exactly. Far as you know that they have been just starting to mobilize towards the. So it's probably at this point more or less disorganized. Long as still they gather up.
Let's see.
Oh, wow.
No. Once you cast a spell, it's gone from the ring, and you can put a new one in.
Yeah, it doesn't say it. Literally, he can do with that.
Huh. Okay. Oh right, you wanna cast on the ring and then he casts it to prepare stuff.
Exactly. I cast Glyph of Warding, let's say, at 5th level.
I thought you were wanting to store like 9 spells into the fucking ring for the encounter.
No, Marcus. What I'm saying is, I'm storing a 5th level Glyph of Warding in there. Then Beal casts Glyph of Warding and puts a 5th level spell into the Glyph of Warding to be used at a trigger phrase, a trigger, whatever. So, for example, he could put a 5th level fireball in there to erupt at the location of the
Oh, jeez.
rune if someone steps on it or something like that. Basically, with a Glyph of Warding, you can store a spell of the same level or lower in it to be used at whatever kind of trigger you want.
Let's just put in some grasslands here. Totally doesn't fit, but I want some room for my monsters when eventually you guys will fight them.
So what I'm saying is, every day we spend here, we're going to dot the battlefield with 3 level 3 spells, which will be Fireball, 3 level 4 spells, which will probably be Wall of Flame, and then 2 level 5 spells, which may be either.
Oh, that way over there is blocked, like over here.
And we're going to cover the entire goddamn battlefield with those.
Sure. Should we like throw like some traps there? I believe you get the idea with that truck. That way is blocked. Alright. So you go around and set your magical rune traps at key locations. And you take your time with it.
So we're doing fireball, and closer to the walls, we should do wall of fire.
Maybe put a couple of glyphs of Wall of Fire somewhere around here-ish to cut off parts of the enemy forces that make it this far.
Point again? I couldn't see it.
Like
Oh,
in
okay, there.
front of the wall, but so a couple of the Darkspawn can pass through, and then we erect the Wall of Flame.
Okay.
And
And the wall of flame.
that way
is-
we have numerical superiority on this side of the wall. Then we slaughter some, and then the wall goes down, and the next batch can come in, and the next wall comes up.
Okay.
There we go.
Then, of course, just a bunch of fireball runes that explode when we say when we tell them to.
How many catapults have we got? Anything that can launch projectiles? How many?
I'm just putting down some for purposes. You got a couple of like small mid-range catapult by the wall.
Yeah, I can make it 60 feet long, the wall of fire.
These
meantime,
are like wooden stockades. Like they have like spikes and pipes.
Hey, you two, look at the look at. God damn it! How do I?
This here, you see that the guards have dug a trench that goes from there to the
Nice.
wall.
Do you guys want that spell?
What spell? Where is it?
I just posted it in the.
You see that the guards have dunked the trench here, filled to the brim with, well, not to the brim, but it's filled with some oil and leaves.
I don't see anything.
Isn't
lethal.
that just less than a 5th level fireball?
Yes?
And in a smaller area too?
I got a question. Game mechanics.
Uh-huh.
If I fly above them, invisible, yeah, with a big bag of bombs, and I just keep moving and keep dropping them after I've triggered them, would they spot me? Would it break invis? I don't think.
Technically it would. In game terms.
Alright, well, I'll just do it without them.
Well, long as
Well,
you make any kind of attack, it kind of breaks the invis. But over here, I put in a couple of like mid-range catapults. They're not super huge. But you take a look at them, then they're fairly in working condition.
I'm thinking just dropping them would be a shove. Better way to get.
And on the wall, you notice that there's like two ballistas.
Well, we can prepare incendiary sort of bundles of sort of, I don't know, pottery and rags and whatever, a bit of pitch to actually ignite the grease.
But like you come up to the sergeant, it's like, I heard that you were arriving. Sergeant Jonathan Jonathan reporting, sir. Can I assist you? I heard that you were coming here to help us.
Yeah, we're here to fortify the place, place some glyphs, make this place a lot stronger.
Oh, that is good.
We also have some ideas on making outside's life extremely. Which I'll go over.
Good.
Basically, bombs, incendiaries.
Good. We will have about half a day's warning that we should know when the enemy is here. They should approach. Our outpost should see them coming.
Yeah.
Good. Marcus, there's actually one spell glyph I would like to do myself.
Mm-hmm.
A glyph of warding, let's say, over here. At 5th level, which stores teleportation circle.
Mm-hmm.
Where at?
Right here.
Okay.
It's our way to retreat.
You know what? I'll give you like this token here. That's your teleportation. I'll put it even in this room here. So you have your own room for it.
That's a glyph of warding that's at the, let's say, passphrase expeditious retreat will open a teleportation circle towards the mage's tower.
Okay. And with that, we might actually end it early today, unless you still guys want to do some role playing somewhere else.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out Hollow because Sambolini says it should be a good idea, and it's a fucking amazing idea. But these things are undead, right? Blights are undead, right?
Most of the time they have been undead.
Okay, so they can't even enter Hollow.
Unless they have mages that can dispel Hello. That's the thing. It's going to at least slow them down. It may not be enough to stop them permanently.
Okay,
no,
and
use Hollow here. Sorry, like around this area. That way, our retreat is at least a little bit safer.
Yeah, I'd also like to have an area of Hello on the walls themselves.
well, it says it's a 60 feet radius. That's
A lot, yes.
But eventually, as you're like chatting around, you do see like the mist come up the mountain. Like the dark mist that you're quite familiar with.
Did we get the scroll from the wizard's tower before heading over here?
Nah.
God damn it!
I mean, if you wanna do still something, I'm gonna. This is the session for role playing.
Well, yeah, I wanted to go back to the tower to see.
I mean, we could still do combat. We have enough time. We haven't played that long. Just not this in particular encounter. This is probably gonna take the whole next session.
That's fine. But I would like to go back to the tower to get
sure.
the scroll.
After you have prepared all of your stuff, you travel back a little while and you go. I believe the whole party wanted to visit the tower.
I wanted to. Maybe Lipa wanted to learn some spells.
yeah.
So you guys head in, and you travel to the Runeheim portal.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to make some fusing magic ink for I don't know how many days it's been.
Let's say like you get 4.
Okay.
How many days have we spent?
Let's say 5.
Ooh. Hey, that one's a nice one. 1, 2.
You spent like 5 days preparing.
5. All right.
So I'm gonna say like you have a couple of more, like 3 at the most.
Can I ask my god for stuff?
I mean,
5 times?
If you really wanna do that.
I mean, it's if I get something for free, sure. Hell yeah.
I mean, long as your spell allows you to do that.
Oh, there's no... Doesn't say I can't.
Don't make your god angry.
I know, he's just constantly fucking calling him. Hey, you!
It's like a lover that you can't get rid of.
Hey,
Hi, how
listen.
you doing?
Hey,
I
listen.
had a great time last night.
Hey, listen.
Also, asking for a magic item is not how that feature works.
Although he should get some stuff from his god occasionally, because that is that feature. Maybe not a magic item, but something.
That is very much not how that feature works.
Here you
No.
go. Hold on.
Which
I'll give
feature,
you a
sorry?
pat on the back. There you go, buddy.
What's the feature again? What's it called?
Divine
It's called
intervention.
Hey, listen.
I posted it.
But isn't that like intervention? So
Intervention just means God intervenes. It just means he helps out, right? So
Technically.
Hey, DM. So what does that 29 get me?
29.
It was a crit.
What do you want to make with it?
I was just making the ink.
I believe we only went with like one dose per success. But tell you what, since you credit roll me like a D3.
D3. All right.
Even though technically critting a skill check does nothing.
Does nothing?
No,
Huh.
it never does anything. You just succeed or not.
Well, alright.
I'll ask my god once.
Okay. You pick
Nope,
up
okay.
your Lipo phone and you ring and you ring and you ring and it rings and nobody picks up.
You know, he hates me. He knows what I've done.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
after all the kids, can you blame him?
eventually he has to answer some of those kids' prayers.
And eventually you get a you have received you have this is the voicemail. Voicemail. Please leave a message.
So I needed 250. Delete.
Alright. After that, like I said, you go into the wizard's tower and you head up and you meet the archmage. You go into his office and you see him like studying something in the middle of a magic experiment, and you see some sparks flying and some smoke, and he'll oh.
Say, hey, we're back.
Oh, you.
Any news on that scroll?
Ah, yes, I have managed to study it for the last week or so since you left it here. It's quite fascinating. The light that was there has dimmed down for a bearable level. But it is quite an interesting object.
What is it? What is it for? What does it do? What does it say? Well, what did you learn from it?
Well, far as I can tell, this is an object of divine strength that no mortal should mess with. I haven't been able to dare to open it. Heck, even if I could, I wouldn't take the chance. But far as I can tell, it's probably some kind of a weapon, perhaps of some sort.
So, do you know of anyone who could? Well, we would have to go to a armor smith and have them tinker with your armor, Ash, so that they can put the scroll in it. What do you say?
Yeah, that sounds good.
If you would do that, I think the scroll might break the armor.
That's not good at all.
Yeah, let's not break your armor, huh?
What about if we put it on a shield? Like it'll physically break the armor, or what?
Well, far as I know, the only thing that you can do really with it is open it, but I haven't found a way to do it.
Maybe Lipo should pray to his god, and maybe his god can help.
Yeah.
It's a fine item. Instead
Maybe
of
I'll-
praying for little boys to magically fall on your lap.
Divine item invention.
So what am I praying my god for?
I mean,
Any information
sure,
on how to open
you can call him up if you want.
Wait, what am I calling my god about? Something about armor and ash?
About the
either
scroll?
Gotcha.
that or anything any information we can use for the scroll. How to open it without dying.
Okay, I'll ask my god. He says shit.
You pick up your phone and all of a sudden, like, somebody picks up it, but all you hear from the background is barking.
Say down, boy, down. Get your
So
master.
your god is sometimes Santa Claus and sometimes he's a. Oh, you're calling a dog. Your god is dyslexic.
It's actually the ending from, what is it, Resident Evil 3 or 2, where there's the dog ending.
I think our cleric's dyslexic. He's calling his dog.
He is.
God, you guys are weird.
You know, instead of your god, you're calling your dog.
Well, that ain't.
I
working.
bet.
Yeah, that's the ending of our game. All of a sudden, you find a dog controlling the entire universe.
I want to pray to my god more. Why don't you listen?
Well, we have the scroll, so we don't know what to do with it. We can't put it in armor because it'll destroy the armor. What about disposable shield?
I doubt that would work.
Go to like an armor smith, ask for like a disposable sheet, like a shield that's hollowed out that we could put the.
If you want, I can investigate more to find out how to open it, but that will require more time.
Yeah, well, we're kind of running low on time, but I mean, if we can't use it, what do you guys think? Should we take it with us or leave it?
What if we just throw it into their camp somewhere and let them open it by themselves? But that'll only do one effect.
I don't think we want them to have such a dangerous object. Because what if one of them knows how to?
And then they put it on their armor.
Exactly.
Hey, I know, guys. Let's give it to the Emperor. I'm sure that he will forgive us. Let's join him.
No, you're right. Let's give it to the Emperor, but not in the way you're talking about. What if it were written on it to the Emperor from somebody, and he opens it like a letter?
From a secret admirer.
Or just from your ally so-and-so or something, and he just opens it up like a letter.
Yeah, we have his friend's name. What's who lives in the north?
You didn't learn his name.
Oh, we didn't learn his name.
All you know that Logan mentioned that he he heard something about his old friend living somewhere in the north.
So all we know is he lives in the north.
Well, alright. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I think we're gonna call it here and pick it up next week with a huge encounter.
That's what she said.
So for killing off that army, we level at least twice, right?
3 times, I think, is the standard.
Nom, nom, nom,
Yeah,
nom,
good
nom,
to do
nom,
that.
nom. Nom.